Good morning, everybody. Hope we're doing really good today. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to talk through the process of when I sold a put on XOP, the Spider Oil and Gas Exploration and Producer ETF. At first, because the environment, the energy sector has not really recovered like the other sectors like tech. So I sold this put on XOP, this ETF, and I got good premium for it. But then this ETF went in the money, and I didn't think it was going to work out for me. But I'll show you how it did work out, what I did, and then it did work out for me in the end. Disclaimer though, like it's not because I'm some magical, option seller or I'm, did anything amazing. I just did a little bit, stuck with the process that I believed in, and it worked out in the end. This won't work every time, but in this time it worked out really well. And I want to walk us through this little put I sold and how it worked out in the end. First though, if you're new to the channel, I'm Justin. I like to talk about dividend investing, income from options, and financial independence, and document my own journey towards financial independence. So if you learn anything or you get any value out of this video, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up, and then subscribe to the channel if you haven't, because I'm putting out videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So here's a chart of XOP. It all started on September 3rd, right about here. XOP was trading at about $50. So I sold a put for a strike price of $46 that expired in October. So October 16th is when this was supposed to expire. So it was trading right about here at about $50. I sold my strike price for $46, and that got me $185 in premium. But you can see as time went on, this put went in the money. From September 3rd, it went and it kind of just worked its way down. It had a little rebound right here, but it worked its way down all the way to $40 on October 1st. So now I got 13 days to go before this put is expired. And it looks like it's going to be in the money. And it was in the money far enough where it really wasn't worth it for me to roll. But then as time went on a little more, we got to October 13th. And it was selling at about $44 now. And it was supposed to expire in 3 days. So it had no time value. It was a little bit in the money. It wasn't very much in the money. It had like $1.85 of intrinsic value. But volatility picked up during this time. So what I could do is I could just roll this out for a month. I could buy to close this one and roll it out a month to get some good premium. So that's what I did. I bought to close this, and this was expensive. So I opened it for $185, but I had to close it for $208. So this first leg, I lost $23 on the first put. And then I opened a new put for $407. This $407 put expired in November, and it still had the same strike price. It still had that same $46 strike price. Now we fast forward to November 3rd and 4th, and we're still really in the money. And this it's really hard to deal with because it's so in the money, has so much intrinsic value. It's hard to roll up or down. You'll probably have to spend money or roll it out months and months to get any time value out of this. But then we had the election and all that stuff happen. And there was a big jump in the price of XOP. So it went from $40 here on the 6th all the way up to $48.57 on the 10th. And yesterday, I closed this out. I bought to close for $67 yesterday. It was out of the money, and it only had a little bit of value left in it. No intrinsic value, only had $67 left in like the volatility and the time value portion of it. I opened for $407 and I closed it for $67. And then if we count the $23 that I spent, that I lost on the original put, I walked away from this trade with $317 in my pocket after this big rebound of selling XOP, it going in the money, then rolling while it was still in the money, and then we had this big rebound after the election, and I walked away closing this out for $67. And that made me, $317 total. My final return on this was from September 3rd to October 12th. I used that $4,600 as collateral on my cash secured put, made $317, so that's 6.89% on this trade, and that's 36% annualized. So I think that's a pretty good return. I'm happy with those results. I'm really happy how I just trusted the process, let this go, and then eventually it worked out for me in the end. I didn't think that XOP was going to work out. It was in the money. Energy sector hasn't been doing well. I had already been assigned on XLE, a different energy sector ETF. I sold this put on XOP, and then once it went in the money, I didn't think it was going to work out. But it did in the end. I'm happy about it. I closed it out for a profit. I could have waited, a few more days until until it expired worthless, but I didn't want to take that risk. I made a bunch of money off this one trade. I was happy with it. I bought to close so I could walk away with this a winner instead of who knows what could happen in the next few days. Now they're talking about more lockdowns and stuff. Maybe the stock market could crash, have a big correction in the next few days, and this would be assigned to me. But I'm happy how this worked out. So I hope you learned something in this video. If you did, go ahead and give me a little thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And then I'll put some more videos over here that we can watch. And I want you to go have a good day, all right? Justin out.